Ross Chastain on the outside. We're short track racing in Richmond. Chastain throwing it into turn number 1 high, trying to take the lead away as they come off at 2. And that will be lesson learned for a lot of drivers now. That outside line worked on the start.
Yeah, I think you got to be a little careful on that, Rick, because we don't know how hard these guys are driving. You know, you can.
My last 2 wins came in this paint scheme. Feeling good about it. That was enough. That was enough to he was my number 1.
He also had some good speed in practices. I think he had a little contact there with the 42. Ty Dillon way up the racetrack to avoid spinning himself.
Kyle Busch and Justin Haley kind of worked their way by.
Yeah, they were fast in practice along with Tyler Reddick,
but out of turn 4, Ross Chastain is going to win. That's his 5th stage win this season.
And now if you're Brian Patty, you're very frustrated because you're not sure if this is the right call or the wrong call. But here's a view. The 47 just gets on the apron hot. Can't make the corner on the flat. Goes back on the racetrack and hits the 19.
Yeah, so Steve, you can see right here, he turns down really low, carrying too much speed, and just can't make the corner. Has to be at the inside of that box. This is a difficult pit entry to make. You cannot see that box until you get around to it. We see a lot of times, Junior, people drive in too hard, miss that box. And
it's growing down the backstretch for the final time in this stage. Logano looking for his 3rd stage win of the year, and he's going to grab it. A playoff point, and Logano wins stage 2.
See if he drives on the outside of Larson into 3. Trying to, but Larson's got too much speed. Oh, they're wrecking behind.
18 goes around.
The Ross Chastain spins as well with contact from Jones in the 43.
And you see the 20 sitting right behind the 1. He's thinking, jackpot, back on the lead lap.
Yep.
Just like
perfect.
we planned it.
Yeah.
At the expense of their teammate. But yes, he's going to come to pit road, get 4 new shoes.
Well, and you talk about, what do you study for races? Well, in the spring, the yellows we saw were at this point. It was the start of the final stage. Like, everybody was a little amped up, maybe, Junior, and, less kind of give and take because this thing could run green. So
rear's a little scraped up, too, Phil.
Man.
Yeah, big damage for Eric Jones.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, he's got a broken toe link or some kind of issue with the right front suspension. So the 1 car goes down in the corner, and there's contact in the left rear quarter panel 18 of Kyle Busch. Kyle goes around. Here comes the 43 as Ross tries to slow down, make contact with the left rear Ross's car. Little contact for the 19 as well up there, guys.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Man, pretty hard contact into that left rear.
Those new tires he just put on. Now what does he do, Steve?
Well, that's really the problem. Does he think he's hurt him or not? We'll have to see when we come back.
Another restart.
Yeah, right there, the apron.
The gap 1.6 seconds, under 3 laps here.
Harvick's got a couple guys here side by side in front of him.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't want to give up a big chunk in this set of corners.
Right.
Keep it on him here.
Where can he get
Sure
by?
he knows I gotta go here.
2 laps to go. No cars in between the top 2. Here comes Bell.
Half a second that lap. Christopher Bell makes up a half a second on Kevin Harvick, with Harvick dealing with traffic.
Harvick not able to completely clear the 42.
Hit your mark, you'll be fine.
It slowed him down a little more. The 20 within striking distance. Now 1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. Kevin Harvick, no traffic.
Coming hard.
The 20 has closed the gap. He's within 5 car lengths of Kevin Harvick as they come to the final turn. Bell, just not enough time. Kevin Harvick is going to win at Richmond. He goes back to back.
Yeah, boys, great job. Great job.
60 career wins for Kevin Harvick. As you see Bell come up behind him. He was just that close. But that 60 career wins ties him with Kyle Busch for 9th all-time.
Finally
With the
got us
Cup
one at this
Series.
joint. I appreciate it. Yeah, great job, guys. Way to adjust on that thing from the beginning.
You said it.
So we go forever without winning, and then you win 2 in a row.
Kevin Harvick won here the last time back in 2013. It's been 9 years since Kevin Harvick has won here, and you just heard Rodney Childers say, hey, thanks for getting us a win here. Well, that's Rodney Childers and the team getting a win. Harvick now his 4th time that he has won here at Richmond.
Momentum is real. And there's a lot of very dangerous drivers you don't want to give momentum to. Kevin Harvick has to be on that list.
I would say this would be one of the more unexpected things that we're going to see in 2022 after Harvick had such an incredible drought that was broken last week with his win at Michigan, and now he goes back-to-back. 29th win for Kevin Harvick after turning 40 years old. This checkered flag moment brought to you by Advanced Auto Parts.